Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Talk of the Town. I'm Peter.
I'm V.
I'm Janet.
I'm Angus.
I'm Ross.
And today we're going to be talking about hobbies. But before we begin, I wanted to talk about where the word hobby comes from because I think it's actually quite interesting. The word hobby comes from the word hobby horse. You know those wooden toy horses that children play on? A horse's head on a stick usually. And the reason that we now use the word hobbies to describe things of fancy is because of an 18th century novel called The Life and Opinions of Tristram Shandy, Gentleman, in which he has a lot of whimsical, eccentric hobbies, which he refers to as hobby horses. They're called hobby horses in the book because they're fun, but they don't go anywhere. It's just something to pass the time. And that book was so popular that now hobby is just a general word for something that you do for fun that doesn't necessarily have to go anywhere.
I love that.
It's
horse with
really
no
good,
legs.
isn't it?
Aye.
I might read that book.
It is a challenging read. But
Okay, maybe I will.
it is worth a go. It's worth a go. It's just very confusing. It's very abstract. Any listeners like weird books, go ahead and give that one a look.
So, does anyone here have any interesting hobbies?
Most of my days I spend helping my partner do he's a DJ and I help him with stuff for his gigs to get them off the ground, like
Right.
designing posters, putting stuff on Facebook,
Oh, wow.
TikTok, Instagram, things like that. I don't play golf or anything like that. I've always associated a hobby with something like that, like playing chess or some sort of game. And I don't climb Monroe's at the weekend or anything like that. But obviously I had a wee think about it and I realised that I've actually accidentally, this hobbies came to me without me even realising it, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I help him with all his gigs and events and the madness that comes along with that.
Yeah.
It just kind of started out helping here and there, and somehow it's turned into marketing, social media, playlists, lighting opinions, banners, discussions. Me sitting at midnight debating whether a Facebook post needs more sparkle or more words or less words.
Always
or,
more sparkle.
Yeah.
Always.
I think the part that I mostly enjoy about promoting the gigs is about bringing the people together. Music, for some reason, has got this amazing ability to connect people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's absolute. It's like magical. It's lovely. It's people for all walks of life. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like your background or anything. And I love being a tiny part of creating that atmosphere. It's just so nice. Also, I love the humour of it all because people automatically think gigs are glamorous, but behind the scenes, it's chaos. 1 minute you're discussing artistic concepts, and the next minute you're carrying cables or searching for extension leads.
I know how that feels.
Social media has become a big creative outlet for me too. Enjoy trying to make posts feel exciting, funny, nostalgic, rather than just saying, here's a gig, buy a ticket. I think people respond more when something feels more genuine and it's got a bit of personality behind it. So one of the things that we kind of came up with and decided was that every gig Scooby was going to do, he was going to put it on for free. The thing is that Scooby just doesn't like one genre of music, he likes everything.
Same.
So there's always something for everybody and they play, which I think is quite cool as well. So apparently my hobby is accidental DJ life management mixed with poster critic and event cheerleader and part-time chaos coordinator. Has anybody else got an insight into hobbies?
I say doing art is one of my hobbies. I really love just how it makes me sort of escape everything and not sort of doing things that I need to do in that are sort of...
Do you think that that's more important because that's what you need at that time and that's the reason why you're doing it?
I know that it's rewiring my brain to let me do it. But with the art, it's like I've got so many different styles, so many different. I've tried every medium, like looking back on all of it is just so different. Like you can't categorize it, you can't put it into one box. And I think it is literally whatever's in my head just comes out. And it's quite bizarre to see, because I used art in the park, which was really great. You know, it's all good for mental well-being, and like using grass to paint something and flowers to, you know, just put texture. I love gardening as well. I like creating a beautiful space that's calm and tranquil, and it just gives, you can sit back and go, just relax with it. It's yeah, I would say that I like to be hands-on. So what about yourself, Peter? What's one of your many hobbies?
Many hobbies. I like to do a lot of stuff, but it's mostly like indoor hobbies, I would say. I enjoy reading fiction books. I love watching movies and TV shows. My partner and I have recently started doing a thing where we alternate, because ordinarily it takes us a very long time to decide on a movie. If we're like, I want to watch a movie, let's open one of these apps that's got like 10,000 movies on it, and then you
it's overwhelming.
Spend an hour scrolling and you watch nothing.
Yeah, apart from this one, no, this one, no.
This one,
Yeah.
oh, maybe later. Oh, I'm not in the mood for that. It's a bit of a sad one. I want a comedy. Oh, nothing funny's on here. So we've started doing this thing where we decide in advance. She picks one film and I pick one film.
Yep.
For some examples, she picked Mean Girls.
Okay.
I love that film. So that was a great choice for both of us.
Yeah.
And I picked Predator. And then she picked The Devil Wears Prada, which I wasn't as fond of. For the next one, I'm going to pick another Predator movie. The nice thing about the Predator franchise is when there's only 2 good films in it, you only have to watch 2 movies. I also like to play video games with my friends. That's a nice social hobby that you can do from home, or, you know, you can invite people over and play a game together. That's always a good fun. I like to play tabletop RPG games. Like
What's that?
It's like Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Where you like make up a character and then you play as that character and you like roll dice to decide actions, stuff like that. It's very fun.
Yeah.
And I guess the last big one is I just like looking stuff up. I could go on like a rabbit hole on Wikipedia. I'd look up something someone would say or that I would read that would make me go, I wonder if that's true or whatever, or I wonder who came up with that, and then I'd look it up, and then on that page I'd see links to other things that are interesting and be like, well, maybe I need more context, so I'd look that up as well. Eventually it's been like an hour and I've learned like a bunch of different names, dates, times. You know, they say Wikipedia is bad for like a primary source, and it's like, that's true, but I think that it's a
beginner's level.
It's like a great free
Can we
resource for
do
an
any other
overview.
things to be able to prove the facts?
The thing I like about Wikipedia is that everything is sourced, like there's
Yeah.
cited, so you'll see the citation number, you'll click on that, it'll take you to the bottom of the screen to the place that they sourced it from. So if you want a deeper understanding of something, or the book that they sourced the information from, it's all there, and you can then do that, and then that book will cite a bunch of other books, and then you can look those up as well. So
That's a really good way to do research, isn't
I can
it?
see how you go down rabbit holes.
yeah,
Really interesting.
it is fun. The most fun part is telling other people things that you find interesting.
Yeah.
If someone says, oh, I liked this film or this book, getting to go, oh, I like that as well. Did you know, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Not everyone can handle the info dumping, but it's so good.
No, your info dumping is brilliant, because it's you just give so much information. I can't retain it all, but I feel intelligent at that particular time.
It's kind of like music at the time. It's like good for the soul.
Yeah, it is.
You absorb it on, but don't remember it.
Yeah. Haven't you got another one?
Yeah, dinosaurs is a classic special interest. I think everyone born in the 90s probably has a favourite dinosaur. Mine is Brachiosaurus.
Can you just describe what a Brachiosaurus is? Because I have no idea. Sorry.
Brachiosaurus is a sauropod. Those are the ones that have very long necks and very long tails. Brachiosaurus is just my favourite because in the first Jurassic Park, it's the friendly one that they meet when they're in the tree. And that image kind of stuck with me, even though it's an inaccurate depiction, because it has, they used to think that they had nostrils in their forehead, but we now know that they did not. But it was just such an interesting visual decision. And just the idea of this big friendly dinosaur coming up and saying hello was just like, I was just like transfixed as a child, and kind of stuck with me. That's my favourite of all time. But yeah, dinosaurs, just one of the few special interests that like have a rotating primary space in my head. That's one that I always come back to.
Angus, so what about your hobbies? What's some of the things that you really enjoy?
One of the things I've been doing over the last few years is getting back into Lego, because that's something I've been stupidly obsessed when I was a child.
Yeah.
So I remember when I was probably like 4, I've been given like these very small Lego sets, but apparently my aunt told me that I could build them too quickly and too easily. So then that's when I think maybe, I don't know, I can't remember who got it for me, but someone gave me at the time I can't remember when it came out, but it was the Lego Technic Space Shuttle, which was amazing, which I still have, which I did need a bit more help, but I could still do a lot of it by myself, and that took like a few days to build. And it's one of those ones where, you know, like it comes with like batteries and a built-in like Lego gearbox, so you can open the door and lift up the crane and for the satellite and all that. So to me it was like, this is like amazing. So
It's like engineering.
yeah. But then also other things like Lego train tracks, of course, because that's like, I can't think of one person who likes Lego who doesn't like Lego trains, because that's like essential. So I've been getting back into Lego, but not like I wish I looked after my Lego a bit better when I was younger, because sadly a lot of it's kind of gone now. And I just don't have the space to doing anything like big anymore. So what I just do instead, I just like have a rededicated corner in my flat for Lego now. It's like, I was thinking about getting more bricks, because I'm just kind of looking and thinking like, it's kind of lacking a bit, so I just need to do a bit more kind of work to it.
That's huge. You say it's little. How many is in that part?
Oh, well, most of them are completed, except, well, to be honest, I kind of lost count at this point, but so most of the Lego sets in the diorama are mostly complete. There's only a few that are kind of like either, that might be missing a few pieces, but I just decided to make my own kind of, modded them slightly. And even the characters that came with some of the Lego sets, I just kind of changed them slightly. So, for example, the Lego Barad-dûr, I changed some of the characters and like the orcs slightly, so it's not Barad-dûr, it's something completely different.
But it's your Lego, so why not?
Yeah, exactly. So so I do that with some of the other minifigures that I got yesterday as well, just to, rather than just assembling just how they would come in a pack, just kind of change some of the bricks to make my own characters. Not all the characters, but generally, yeah. I think other hobbies, I'd like to do animations and just like sound editing. That's always been fun. But I've kind of been falling off of video editing for a bit. It's been a bit difficult, especially when trying to find other people to do creative stuff with. It can be a bit difficult. But recently, late last year, I made a new friend who does a lot of vlogs. So when we meet up, seeing how she films vlogs out in public is very interesting, and I get to help a few times. Very late last month, I helped her film one of her music videos at King's Knot, which was very fun too. So just that really motivated me to try to get back into just shooting videos and just about my day and just putting it onto Instagram and see what happens.
It's a learning curve because it all moves so fast, technology.
Oh, yeah. So I am enjoying doing the video stuff now, but it's not as fun as like helping her with the vlogs or her videos, but it's still, because I think this type of stuff is generally better with friends or with a group, and it definitely gets you more motivated, I think.
Yeah.
That's the hard part about video editing as a hobby, as someone who edits video, is that you have to get someone to film video for you. Otherwise, you don't do anything. Just have an empty project.
Yeah.
Unless you film stuff yourself, but that's a different hobby.
Yep.
It's not the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't you do the Lego for V?
Yeah, I did.
It did, aye.
You did that. That was
The shoe.
amazing.
And it honestly, it was like it just 1 minute, it was just loads of Lego pieces just lying there on a mess.
Yeah.
And it seemed like I blinked my eye and it produced this masterpiece.
Oh, did you watch him do it?
Aye.
Oh.
It was across the table.
Oh,
I was like, oh my God, he started making it just now. Because I thought he was going to take it away for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah. That's what I thought happened.
No, I was just sitting there and I could see him. It was now like somebody that can do the Rubik's Cube fast. That's what he was like with Lego. I was like, oh my God, it's actually been created. It was amazing to watch.
I think also just like it kind of like I was just like I could still listen to the others talk and just do that at the same time. I was thinking like, well, it wasn't in separate pieces; it was like in big chunks.
But you could tell one wee bit wasn't in the right place.
Really?
Wow, it's amazing.
You've definitely got an eye for it then.
You can do any hobby passively or actively. Some hobbies are more passive, like watching TV, just watching it, but you could do active watching, like taking notes, looking at the way that TV show or film is shot or edited, or trying to play, 3 Degrees of Kevin Bacon or whatever the game is.
So say, for instance, like if we're watching a film, guarantee we always go, oh, what's that person in? And we'll pause it, we'll go online, we'll check to see the other films. So that would be active?
That would be an active portion, yeah.
Right.
Even stuff like painting, which most people would consider to be an active hobby because you're actively creating something. But if you're doing something called automatic painting, which is where you're not consciously drawing anything, you're just letting your hand move the brush, and whatever it comes out with is what you end up with.
That's what I do.
That's active and passive because you're not fully controlling, you're not consciously putting in the thought, you're just kind of relaxing and doing the physical motions of it.
I did not know that.
Automatic painting. Avant-garde. But it can be active. You can do any hobby passively or active. Some hobbies are more passive, like watching TV, just watching it. But you could do active watching, like taking notes, looking at the way that the TV show or film is shot or edited, or trying to play, 3 Degrees of Kevin Bacon or whatever the game is.
So say, for instance, like if we're watching a film, guarantee we always go, oh, what's that person in? And we'll pause it, we'll go online, we'll check to see the other films. So that would be active?
That would be an active portion, yeah. Even stuff like painting, which most people would consider to be an active hobby because you're actively creating something. But if you're doing something called automatic painting, which is where you're not consciously drawing anything, you're just letting your hand move the brush, and whatever it comes out with is what you end up with.
That's what I do.
That's active and passive because you're not fully controlling, you're not consciously putting in the thought, you're just kind of relaxing and doing the physical motions of it.
I did not know that.
Automatic painting. Avant-garde.
Avant-garde. French today.
Ooh, exciting.
I suppose what I've kind of realised about my hobby is it can be passive. A lot of it is passive because you're spending your time thinking about like ideas and what you can come up with, and then the active part is actually putting it into reality.
I would say coming up with ideas and thinking is definitely active.
Do you think that's active as well?
Yeah. A passive is one where like you're not really engaged in it, you're just doing something soothing, like stick on the TV, I don't care what's on, just have it.
Just listening to even the music that's going to be getting played.
You can do passive and active listening to music as well, because you can actively like listen and engage with the themes of the lyrics, try and deconstruct the musical composition or play along. And then there's passive, which is just listening to it and letting it soothe you. That's why I think that passive and active distinction is you can do anything passively or actively.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're just in the mood for like, oh, I want to watch a TV show that I've watched already just to get it out the way, just have something to calm me down, that kind of thing.
Yeah, sometimes it is just that thing of you just want to zone out, not think of anything, so that the telly will go on with something that would just ease and take you away for 10 minutes, half hour. I didn't realise, I've never thought of passive and active as for art. Yeah. I've got loads of brushes, but I haven't used them. I feel like I'm ready to use them, but
Keeping them good.
I don't know why. It's just, I don't know why I've
It's
not
just,
used them.
I think it's because they're special and you want them to use them for something,
And I'm good.
just for something that you feel's that wee bit more special. Even although everything that you do
Yeah.
is unique and it's special, but you're maybe keeping them for that wee X factor moment.
I think I just remembered something that I wanted to bring up. Have you ever gone on social media and seen people that are like spending so much time directing their energy negatively towards other people or other things that people like? Just like completely pointless, pure vitriol.
I avoid those.
Same.
I don't watch them, don't interact with any of those because they're not worth my energy.
Yeah.
I never get any negative posts on my Facebook at all.
I don't.
Never.
Very lucky. The reason I bring this up is because the Germans have a word for this, call it hobbyless behaviour.
Hobbyless behaviour.
That's very apt for today.
It is. Hobbyless behaviour.
It's like your life is so empty that you're spending time, harassing or hating things that you don't even care about or have any connection to because you don't have a
probably
hobby.
don't even know anything about them.
Yeah, that's really good.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
I love it.
That does fit in really well with today's talk. So how does it make you feel sort of with your hobbies? Like what do you think the benefits for you are?
Me personally, I like. Let's say I watch a film with because I really like films that have cool monsters and cool monster designs. Predator, Alien, Godzilla, all the classics. Like when I see a cool monster on the screen, that makes me go. It just tickles a part of the brain. It makes me go like, that's awesome. I love that. I want to see that. And then when I research things and I get to share that with other people, and then they go, oh, that's interesting, or oh, I didn't know that. That makes it's like a
You get some sort of real satisfaction out of it.
Yeah. I get more enjoyment out of that than actually doing the research. So I guess like the reward is just like it's something that I do. It makes me feel good, and I learn stuff.
Yeah.
So
your knowledge is it surpasses everything. It really does. I
know. Gonna make me blush.
But I suppose that's all part of it, Peter, even although you feel a wee bit embarrassed about it and you want to be humble about it, feeling inside that you've made somebody else feel good and they appreciate your knowledge.
Yeah.
It's just the biggest buzz you can get.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
What about everyone else? What do you get out of your hobbies? What benefit?
For me, I suppose it's just quieting down the chatter in my head. Just quietening. It's still there, but it just reduces it and just allows moments to focus. It's hard to describe without the chatter in my head because it's always there, but just
Makes things a wee bit more tranquil.
Yeah, it just turns it down a few notches. It's tranquil. It feels like my whole body just is able to breathe. And I feel good. Like after doing some art, some sewing or gardening, whatever it is, I feel really good. Like I sit back and I feel like I've achieved something. I've done something, and I'll it's that joy knowing that I've created that. And sometimes I'm really proud of what I've done. Sometimes I'm not. Baking. I didn't even talk about baking.
You sound as if you're really, really creative.
I think I am.
I think you are too.
I think I am.
I think you get a lot more out of it than you think.
So I think it's healthy, it's calming and social as well. I go to an art club where I don't necessarily socialise with anyone. One person I do, she's my friend, but it's going to them and having that, like this podcast, it is a social thing as well. We all get on, we all have a laugh. Yeah, definitely the social side. But a lot of the things that I do are solo because I think I get a bit overwhelmed with people. So the creative side I do by myself to escape people, really. That's in a nice way, but it's just for me to recharge by doing it solo as well.
I think that's quite an important thing that you've mentioned because I often worry about going to groups.
Oh yeah.
Because people overwhelm me.
Absolutely.
And I've never felt that once in this group. It's
a good group.
It's very unique to be able to have such a diverse group of people, and
my anxiety is so low with this group.
I just think that we complement each other.
We do.
I think just talking a wee bit about satisfaction, hobbies, and I think one of of the things I've realised is a big thing, that quite often you don't feel valued in life, and I feel really valued coming to this wee group as well, because everybody's so respectful, and I mean, it's no fake, it's no over the top, it's
no.
Everybody's just who they
Enjoying
are,
themselves.
Exactly.
and they're just being themselves, and they're allowed to be themselves,
Aye.
and it's lovely.
So what about you, Ross? With the football, what's your benefits that you feel from it?
I get emotional enjoyment. I spend time with my family and do things with them and just have a laugh.
I think you were saying that with the emotions, you've got both sides.
High and low, eh?
Yeah. Angus, what about yourself?
What all you were saying is pretty much more or less the same thing.
Does the ghost want to say anything?
A few benefits, mental well-being.
Definitely. No, I agree with that. It's got great mental health benefits, especially this group.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Does this ghost in this corner about saying it?
I think one of the things that comes out of having a hobby or an interest, it just allows you to be completely yourself and spend time with like-minded people with similar interests, and you don't need to be anything else but yourself when you're enjoying those sort of interests. So things like following a football team, you're with like-minded people who love the same team, who are celebrating the same thing as you. When you're being creative, it's the same. When you love dinosaurs and you meet people who love dinosaurs, there's a bit of a kick out of meeting people who have similar interests. You go into that zone, don't you? Yeah, I think it's just being able to be yourself and like what the other ghost said, good for your mental health.
Yeah. Well, you can learn off of other people as well. When you do it as a group or in a pair, whichever, you learn new skills, new ways of thinking about things, new perspectives. It's all about growing, isn't it?
I think that's what I love about coming to the group every week. I feel as if I learn a wee tiny nugget of wisdom, a wee bit of insight into something different or something you've not thought of. It's lovely.
Today's mind's the passive and the active.
Mine's dinosaurs.
I find them interesting, but I don't have a big interest.
I'll turn everyone into a dinosaur fan. Well, we're winding down the episode again, so I thought it would be time to talk about what's going on in nature. You know, what can you expect to see walking around Stirling today? And over the past week or so, I've started seeing the first baby rabbits of the year, which is always a highlight. They're so small, but unbelievably small. It's amazing. And soon it will be summer and the trees are going to start blooming and everything's just going to start popping into full bloom for summer. So that's going to be exciting to see.
Have you seen all the bluebells about at the moment?
I have.
They look stunning. It's just that colour all over, like the lavendery, lilac-y blue. I suppose it's blue because they're called bluebells.
Called bluebells, but I've always thought they were purple.
Me too.
They used to have fewer words back then.
And there's all the little birds that are fledgling. It's nice hearing the tiny little chirps around now as well. And seeing all the birds going back to feed them. And
It's very sweet.
yeah, it is.
Once again, thank you to the toll booth for letting us use your recording facilities.
Thank you, Tolworth.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for listening to this episode of Talk of the Town, and we hope to catch you next time. Bye for now.